Welcome to the Fayette County's Wednesday walks at the Summit Inn. Let's walk!
Yeah, I couldn't see the menu, but we're going to call me. As I was saying in the beginning, we didn't sign up for a treehouse. We didn't do the traditional route of going on Animal Planet's website and signing up and saying we'd like a treehouse, right? My sister-in-law Christy has been a professional skier, and she had the same agent as Pete, and that's how Pete got hooked up with us. And Pete said if he gets this gig, he's going to come back and build tree houses. 4 years later, Pete came back and said, I'm going to come back and build trees, pick trees. Build trees, that's a good one. So guys, as I was saying as well, we also offer free tours here at the summit of the treehouse, in-depth tours every day at 5 p.m. and at 1 o'clock at 11 a.m. on the weekends, Saturday and Sundays. The largest tour we've had before today has been 61 people, but our average has been in the 50s, so there's a lot of people that want to come see it, right? So one cool thing about our treehouse is that the lumber that's used on the outside of the treehouse is the original lumber that was on the ski chateau that burnt down in the early 70s. That when Pete saw that we still had stored in storage, he wanted to sand it down and make it part of our, part of the family, bring it back a little bit. If you guys watch the show a lot, you see that Pete prefabs the walls and stuff in Washington. He didn't prefab any walls for us. He built everything here because we had everything here for him. We had all the woodworking tools and everything he needed in indoor storage. So they were here for about 4 weeks. We started building in the beginning of October. We were done by the first weekend in November. And it was cool. Does anybody remember the TV show? How many people saw Animal Planet's TV show with the Summit Inn Treehouse Masters? That's wonderful. So guys, if you remember two things, the one cool thing I just remarked on, that one thing that Hollywood doesn't show you is what's Pete's biggest sponsor on the show. It's blue and you can drive it. Toyota Tundra. Man, Ford would love that. Free advertising. He might work for them, we don't know. Yeah, so Big Blue, that's right, Big Blue. Big Blue came down right off the lot, right? 2.2 miles on this baby, brand new truck. He puts the stickers on the side, put the cameras on the corners. We back it down there, we're getting ready to pull up one of the beams for the treehouse, and guess what? Tundra shipped us a two-wheel drive Tundra in Farmington the first week of October. What happens here in Farmington in the week of October? Rain and snow. It was so muddy that baby buried right off the bat and that beam never got to the tree, but if you watch the show, he made it right up the tree. So some video editor that is paid a lot of money to do his job does a good job of it, and Animal Planet loves it, right?
Yes.
Cool things. Does anybody remember what we were fighting about a week later in the show, at the end of the show? We were trying to get the treehouse done and we were rushing really, really fast. Snow. Perfect. So about 2 days before we laid out the plan for the week, every Sunday Chuck and Pete would lay out the plans for the week. The plans for the week basically offered all the materials that the Summit Inn was responsible for to get down there. Chuck was the guy that was texting another family member, Sam Shoemaker, and I every day. So Chuck texts us, we need XX and X. We were going to have an emergency meeting due to the weather moving in. We were supposed to get 12 inches of snow in 24 hours, the third week of October. If any of you are from around here in the mountain, we got 2 of those, 2 falls in a row. No fun, right? Right. So we're trying to get that. We're trying to get that anchor in the ground. We're trying to get that concrete poured on the swinging bridge. We started concreting at noon that day. We didn't get done till about 12:30, 1 o'clock that night, pouring concrete, cleaning up at 2 o'clock. We had 2 inches of snow on the ground. We barely got out of there. Hollywood crawled back in the trailer. The rest of them went to the bar, and everybody else was eating in the restaurant. But the crew was out there the whole time, and Hollywood doesn't show you stuff like that. But they did a very nice job while we were there, and the only plug to the Summit Inn ask for our free tours every day is that you guys go online, go on our Facebook page, and say how much you enjoyed the Treehouse or your Treehouse tour experience. I understand it's not going to be that great today because I might as well say you can see New York from off this mountain, as foggy as it is and as rainy it is. But we appreciate you coming out, and we give free tours every day if you want to come back and see it again more in depth. Pete wants to come back and build another one. That's the plug. Pete wants to come back and see us again. Hopefully we get to sign a contract if you guys keep the numbers up for us online and commenting about your Treehouse experience. He'll come back this fall, pick another spot. We have 1,200 acres here, and on the other side we can see the Somerset view and all the view of the mountains, and we love it on that side.